Hey everyone, so a new month, new Essential PS Plus games, and I think the first one I'll be addressing would arguably the most recognizable of the bunch. So, since I pointed out this on my community tab, I spent most of this past Tuesday playing the campaign recruit difficulty, so, because I wouldn't have bothered to play it otherwise, let's talk about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. As one of many, many COD titles, as well as a few released under the Black Ops imprint. And this one has a story set against a fictionalized version of the Cold War in the early 1980s, where you are part of a unit assigned by none other than President Reagan himself to who stop a group of Russian and and spies from detonating nuclear weapons around the world. And I'll admit, it's not really a stretch of Russia as a bad guy anymore. And but if you're looking for a more subtle depiction of this kind of conflict, you best look elsewhere because I instantly understood like the first time I saw promotion for this game, it was basically going to be, in many respects, basically like an over the top action movie video game form, and more or less, I was right. Won't be getting into story details regarding spoilers, but once I put the lane down, I could definitely see where things were headed. I mean, even got the good ending of the game when they've been trying to, really. That being said, I mean, the actual gameplay mechanics are quite good, as you would expect. I mean, and the presentation is solid for both the existing generation hardware and also making a solid showcase for a new one. And I mean, given how it was another simultaneous double dip launch, and I definitely also liked how they used the music to establish setting and in the terms of the Geasis, where you have you first seen the tavern said to Billy Squire's a stroke, an earlier mission in Da Nang during the Vietnam War. Now, before you set off, it's set to Steppenwolf's Magic Carpet Ride, and one scene where you had to blast your way out of an enemy compound, and it starts off in an arcade filled with vintage Activision titles, no less, set to, of course, Pat Benatar's Give Me the Best Shots. Fire away. Though I'm not certain how much of this had to do with both Sony and Microsoft's heads being cold for the Federal Trade Commission to talk about the Activision Blizzard merger, or which is still in arbitration as I record this. It's not the only IP in their wheelhouse that's at stake here. It's arguably the most well known at this stage. I mean, and and if I had to say in terms of quality, this not being my favorite shooter of 2020. That was just something Doom Eternal came out after all. I will probably give it like a 3.5, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5 at most. Definitely not a 4.5 or 3 out of 5, I would say. I mean, that's best way I got to say this, I would say. Anyway, I'll most likely talk about the other two games included in the basic tier this month. I'll just have to figure out how and when I want to approach that. Also got more videos coming very soon. Just got some stuff to care for my end, I would say. That'll be all for now. And take care, everyone.